Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's get into it. We just got through talking with the healer, and now it's time to talk with the administrator of the arena. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while, it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Welcome to the Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklex. I'm the arena steward. Areelu is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights or to participate in them? The tiefling has a surprisingly open and honest face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. The arena is more accustomed to melee fighters than to spellcasters. Please don't take that as a sign of disrespect. Only a fool would underestimate the power of magic. But the audience loves a show. Athletic bodies, straining muscles, claws and blades carving up flesh. And although most of our gladiators do use some supernatural tricks, there are few pure spellcasters among them. Perhaps you are destined to reverse this trend. Areelu. I remember a demon called Areelu. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that was just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks his head out to look at you. He has large, drooping ears and stares at you with huge, unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. I want all of Shinra to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. The tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he is calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds. If that is truly your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips. But you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Gelderfang is a big deal here in Shinra, and only members of the Nahindrian League, the elite gladiators of the Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others just to entertain spectators, these creatures of the abyss sow death and destruction in such a careless, casual manner. But it is extremely difficult to join the league. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champion, you have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I will be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I have to prove myself to anyone? The tiefling shrugs. I'm sure you fought countless enemies back on Golarion, but this is the abyss. No one cares. If you want the audience to respect you, you'll have to prove yourself in the arena. They won't take you seriously until you show them what you can do. Very well, I'll prove myself. I'll fight another newcomer. Tiefling nods respectfully. I'm glad that we've reached an understanding. I'd like to talk to Areelu. The imp pokes his head out of the bag in surprise. You seem to have aroused his curiosity. His sad, drooping ears perk up with excitement, and he stares at you with his big, round eyes. You wish to speak with Areelu? I'm afraid that's impossible. Areelu never communicates with anyone except his most trusted aides, and Gelderfang is under strict orders to kill anyone who tries to talk to his master without permission. Areelu believes that minimizing his contact with the outside world will make him the audience in the arena want him even more. I'd like to know more about you. The tiefling smiles wryly and addresses the imp in his bag. You see, Crow? This is why we worked so hard to climb the ranks. We wanted to be important, and now look. This stranger wants to know all about us. I guess that means we're finally a big deal. Who are you? I'm the arena steward. My position is prestigious, but my success is hard-earned. My life has not been easy. I grew up on the streets of Shinra. I was a street urchin, an orphan. I'm the result of an act of violence committed against a helpless slave woman. I've always been weak. I've always been surrounded by those who are bigger and stronger than me. All my life, I've had to rely on my wits to survive. Out on the streets, I scrounged around for food and tried to avoid becoming someone else's snack. Fortunately, I had someone to look out for me. The tiefling takes a small piece of dried meat and holds it close to the bag. Quick as a flash, a scrawny paw darts from the bag and snatches up the treat. Crow has been my companion for a long time. He is also my partner in business. Together, we saved up our money, one coin at a time. We made allies and sought out opportunities for advancement. We've worked hard to climb the ranks of society. In the beginning, our goals were simple. Never starve again, never live in poverty again, and never fear for our lives again. Trust me, those goals aren't easy to accomplish here in the Abyss. You have to be very influential in this city to achieve any of those things. But we've managed to make our goals a reality. In fact, we've been doing quite well for ourselves here in Shinra. What's your role here? Amergaleth is an artist, not a clerk. That's why I have so many responsibilities. I search for new fighters, I make the fight charts and arrange the fights so that the opponents are evenly matched. And of course, I organize all of the matches. Unfortunately, my master has a habit of interfering with my work. He's been very involved lately, and as a result, the fights have been terrible. The combat turns into meaningless carnage. There's no skill, no strategy involved. And of course, no one wants to place bets on fights like that. Everyone already knows who's going to win. They aren't even fights anymore. They're just public executions. That's also a form of entertainment, of course, but it's not what our audience wants to see. You don't look like you belong in the Abyss. The imp peeks out of the bag and the tiefling grins as he pats his companion's tiny little head. That's because I like to stay organized. When I was growing up, I made mental lists of all my possessions, my money, my enemies and allies, my schedule and my goals. I was weaker than everyone else, and these mental calculations helped me to survive. It was the only advantage I had, the only way that I could gain the upper hand, and keeping lists became a habit. I found that it disciplines the mind and keeps my thoughts organized. I am an accountant by nature, and my ability to bring order to a place where chaos reigns has turned out to be a profitable skill. Who is that imp hiding in your bag? The tiefling smiles as a little creature peeks curiously out of the bag. It has big drooping ears, a small round face, and big eyes that gaze at you curiously. This is Crow. He's my business partner. He also happens to be my familiar. I have no idea how he wound up in the Abyss, but he's not had an easy time of it either. If our paths hadn't crossed, we'd both be dead by now. He's probably the only one I truly trust. The imp fidgets beneath your gaze and finally darts back down to the bag to hide. It is odd to see an imp, an infernal creature, here in the Abyss. The fundamentally chaotic energy of this place must be repugnant to a creature born on the plane of order and evil. I wonder if you get a special dialogue option right here if you're an Aeon who could potentially go down the devil path. That'd be cool. Your imp is an infernal creature. How has he managed to survive here in the Abyss? Zeklex looks at you with respect. It's nice to meet a person who knows the difference between an imp and a quasit. Yes, Crow is a devil, though a lesser one. I have no idea how he ended up here, but at the time we met, he was extremely unwell. Staying in the Abyss is not much easier for him than staying underwater would be for a mortal. So that's how I spent the first real money I managed to earn here, on this fine, stolen to order bag. It has had magic symbols sewn inside it that make its interior bearable for Crow. I always found this story fascinating. So he comes across this creature that apparently isn't doing well. He's absolutely destitute, but still spends his money to find a way to help the creature survive. What made him sympathetic in this moment? Like, he doesn't come off as a sympathetic person at any other time. I would love to get some more information about what did he see in this creature that made him take that additional step. I have no more questions. I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity. I'd like to know more about the Battle Bliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operations are simple. It functions like a pyramid. The spectators are at the lowest level. Regular gladiators are on the next tier, followed by the members of the Nihindrian League. The champion towers above them all, and the master of the arena stands on his shoulders like an omnipotent god. Tell me more about what happens in the arena. The Battle Bliss is a gladiatorial arena. You must understand, fights are a big deal in Alan Shinra. They are the city's primary source of gossip and entertainment, but they are much more than that. These gladiatorial matches serve as a kind of ritual, a daily offering to the demonic way of life. And these daily offerings, these rituals, are performed in the Battle Bliss. In a way, it's more of a temple than an arena. The arena is the only reason this city is still standing. Without the Battle Bliss, the demons would have brought Alan Shinra to ruins long ago. But instead of tearing down the city with their rage and their desires for slaughter, they came here to quench their thirst for blood. You see, the arena gives them a sort of release. It allows them to satiate their lust for violence. Who runs this place? His name is Ermangaleth. He's a Cambion. He was born in the abyss as the offspring of an incubus and a mortal woman. Incubi are naturally persuasive, but Ermangaleth's father was especially skilled at using his words to manipulate and control. Well, his son inherited his silver tongue. His ability to influence a crowd is unmatched. With just the sound of his voice, he could instantly instigate a riot or make a screaming group of demons fall silent and listen to his every word. When he warms up the audience, the spectators are ready to jump into the arena and fight the gladiators themselves. Who is the strongest fighter in the arena? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Gelderfang. He is the deadliest of Ermangaleth's fighters and serves as his bodyguard. He is a true artist of death and destruction. Of course, there are other fighters in the abyss who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fight into a spectacular show. He turns combat into a performance and knows how to create a dramatic spectacle out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Gelderfang wants in life: pleasure and murder. They are his obsession, and he feeds that obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Alan Shinra knows his name, and the audience yells it at the top of their lungs every time he kills one of his rivals. What is the Nihindrian League? It's an odd name, I admit, but it's in keeping with the latest trend. Nihindrian is a very popular word in Alan Shinra these days. The Nihindrian League is led by the arena's current champion, Gelderfang, and only the very best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the league belong to Ermangaleth, but not all of them are demons. Alan Shinra serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different planes to perform in the arena. I've heard of the Nihindrian crystals. Do you get them if you're a member of the league? Zeklex gives you a faint smile. They'd like you to believe that, but no. The members of the Nihindrian League are no different than the Nihindrian booze vendor in the tavern or the Nihindrian whip supplier at the Fleshmarkets. None of them actually have access to the crystals. I've heard that Nihindrian crystals contain immense power. Gelderfang would love to have one, and there are rumors that Ermangaleth promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that Ermangaleth was lying. I'm not sure even he knows how to get his hands on a Nihindrian crystal. I understand. I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity. I'm ready to enter the arena. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Ermangaleth has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Ermangaleth may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Nihindrian League. However, if you do become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Who is my opponent? The tiefling looks questioningly at the imp, who is peeking up out of the bag. The imp shrugs and waves his hand dismissively before disappearing again. Zeklex turns back to you. Some nameless newcomer. Will it be a fight to the death? Of course. Every fight must end in the death of a gladiator. It's the most important part of the show. Many of our spectators come here just to watch the gladiators finish off their fallen opponents. They want to see a spectacular death scenes and cunning coup de grace. Of course, some fighters survive the ordeal and can be pieced back together, but the tiefling gives you an appraising glance. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. I'm ready to enter the arena. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. This fighter is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today, we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Professor Snape of Golarion. Let's see what moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny, ugly package. It's Smug Mug's wild gang of misfits. I bite your nose off, you Golarion scum! I am the wild and terrible Smug Mug! Tremble before me! We will soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battle! I shouldn't need anything else for this. We have a winner! All hail our glorious fighter. He emerges triumphant in this dangerous, violent conflict. He decorated the arena with method guts. Give it up for Professor Snape, the Method Slayer. Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Nehedrian League once they start accepting methods into their ranks. Even though the arena thing in a video game is very, very overdone, I still enjoy arena crush lines in RPGs. Zeklex greets you politely. How can I be of service? I don't like being called the Method Slayer. I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it, and that is all that matters to Ermengalev. You'll remain the Method Slayer for as long as the audience finds it amusing. Is this your idea of a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why did you put me up against such a ridiculous opponent? Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Ha! Look at that. That's the Method Slayer. Train hard, boy, and maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real dredge. Zeklex frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. This insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale, and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please, listen to me before you draw your weapon. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Ermengalev's orders. He came up with a brilliant idea to match you up against a method. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you, this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zeklex produces a gold coin from his bag and places it into your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation arch that is located near the battle bliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena's gladiators. I demand a proper fight. Zeklex closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape, and I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you. But first, I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flayer twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I would be grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the cost, of course. So I need to buy these gladiators at the Fleshmarkets. Is there anything else I should know? There are a lot of slavers at the Fleshmarkets. Ermengarlef usually buys fighters from Sarkoris or Worldwound, but you may find other suppliers. Evil. Very well. I'll go buy the slaves. The Lich already knows slavery is legal here. He's not trying to fight against the entire system that's in the Abyss, so he's fine with this. Whatever. He wants them all for Golarion. What they do in the Abyss is their business. Excellent. If you do this favor for me, you can count on my gratitude in return. I have to go. Zeklex bows respectfully. From the depths of his bag, you see the glint of large, curious, round eyes.
I'm gone.
Before we move forward, real quick, a couple of you commented a couple of episodes ago when Galfrey judged the Lich that the reaction I had him do seemed more like me and not the Lich himself because he was too emotional. I want to remind everyone that while I do refer to him as a Lich, he is currently still a Dhampir, and Dhampirs are extremely passionate and extremely, very much so in touch with their passions and their feelings. And Galfrey, not only did she clearly disrespect the Lich and strip him of his rank, but far more importantly, she unwittingly gave him insight into why the demons have been so successful thus far against the Crusades. And remember, this is someone who feels very passionately about the Crusades and about ridding Golarion of the demons. So to see that maybe people could already be in a much better situation, and this situation could have already been resolved if they had more competent leadership, fills him with anger, and is part of the driving force for why he is taking all of this so personally. He has truly come to the decision that the only one who can actually defeat the demons and save Golarion is him. He does not trust Galfrey or the Hand of the Inheritor anymore. Alright, hopefully that makes it more clear. Let's move forward. Okay, and I think we can go ahead and move to the middle city now. So there's the gate we have access to. Forward. And now, actually, you know what? No, we'll deal with that later. Let's talk to the guard here. The demon looks bored out of his wits. He shifts his attention to you and barks. What do you want? I want to go... No, actually, who do you think I am? The demon gives you an appraising look. Nobody. You may have been a big deal in your world, but this is the Abyss. If I haven't heard of you, then you're not famous enough to be of note. And if you keep bothering me, you will become my lunch. By the way, I've never tasted a Dhampir. I wonder if your meat tastes of carrion. I like that. I want to know more about the city. The demon sighs heavily. Oh, these outsiders. Nocticula commanded the guards to instruct our guests on local customs. We are a welcoming city and happy to see you Happy to meet you exotic travelers. Anyway, here's a quick guide that will keep you alive in Alan Shinra. At all times, no matter what, you need to remember 4 things. Who rules the land under your feet, what they have forbidden you to do, who you can draw your weapon against, and who you want to avoid offending at all costs. Seriously, you'd be better off impaling yourself on your own blade than going toe-to-toe with some of the denizens of this place. Who runs things in the city? Nocticula, who else? But she's busy sitting in her palace looking pretty and couldn't care less about our business here. This is why her sycophant, Shamira, mistress of the harem of ardent dreams, has the final word in the city's affairs. It's not like she cares what's happening either. She just singles someone out, accuses them of some misdeed, and sends them to stew in a cauldron of boiling filth. There's no real rhyme or reason to her behavior. She just does it to keep everyone in line. And, well, it works. Though her power isn't unlimited, there are others in the city whose word carries a great deal of weight. Take Hepzibah, for example. She has a great deal of influence despite being new here, not to mention a demon born of Baphomet. The city is her playground. Shamir is the only one she treats as an equal. Stuck-up bitch. If I were you, I'd steer clear of Baphomets. Scheming jerks, the lot of them. Lady of Alexia in the upper city, she's the leader of Alan Shimra's elite. She's always gentle, speaks softly, never rips out anyone's throats in the streets. All in all, I've never met a more sinister and grim creature in my entire life. Our Magalev, the master of the Bladder Bliss, also commands some authority. He's a psychopath even by local standards. This one time he put on quite a show. He invited all the scum in the lower city to a free performance in the arena. Then he locked the gate and let loose a deep-sea monster in the stands and announced it would cost 10 eyeballs per demon to leave. Do you know Burgas? He used to have 4 eyes. Now he has 1. Ah, such slaughter. It still makes me giddy with excitement. Among the succubi, Trevorrow is in charge. She's an angry bitch, but she acts sweeter than the blood of a righteous man. Monago used to run the 10,000 Delights until Trevorrow found her way in. Must be quite a weasel, that one. Come to think of it, the city's chock full of bosses. Anywhere you have 2 demons, one will always be trying to crush the other under its boot. What are the local laws like? It's not like anyone in Alan Shinra cares about laws, so we have almost none. Well, there are guards at the gate to keep riffraff out of the really nice places. Nocticula prohibits anyone from laying a finger on visitors from other planes. We're the trading hub of the Abyss, see? Everyone is welcome, please come again, thank you very much. But don't unclench your bowels just yet. All of the above applies only to the real movers or shakers. Small fry are either eaten or enslaved. The slave cages are crammed full of extraplanar guests. Ha! I see. Then stop wasting my time and be on your merry way. I want to go through. The demon sucks his teeth and replies, his voice tinged with lazy menace. No can do. This quarter is where decent people live. When they want to dismember someone, they can go down to the lower city. We're standing here so they won't be bothered by riffraff that wants to dismember them. Believe me, you don't want to go there. The slave traders have magic collars that fasten themselves around the necks of chancers such as yourself and drag them straight to the cages. Intimidate. Out of my way, scum. Ooh. The demon replies with a bout of genuine laughter. Well said, well said. You'll feel right at home in Alan Shinra. That's the spirit. Don't let anyone walk you over you. But if I hear anything like that from you again, I'll cut off your nose and put the hole to good use. Got it. The demon is no longer smiling, but looking at you meaningfully. I will go through this gate by stepping over your dead body, if that's what it takes. The demon gives a booming laugh, then assumes a battle stance and studies your equipment with a sudden interest you find disquieting. We are prohibited from slaying guests from other worlds, but there are exceptions for insolent fools like yourself.
We won't fall here.
Ah, crap.
I swear it.
I wasn't expecting a fight. What you got going on? Yeah. Scimitar +2, Ring of Protection +2, Full Plate +2, Quarterstaff +2.
I'm gone. Let me
Can't
help.
believe I failed that speech check. Very unfortunate. Heal. Heal. Let's see. Any of you got... How long? Oh, yeah. You're good. You're good. What's this? Innervation. Gains. Okay. Alright, the rest of us are good. Let's head up. Ooh, that's another question. Once I have a full undead party, I wonder, I think I need someone else to help me boost my charisma. Or I might just respect this character when that happens, to be honest. Because it's going to cause a change in my stats anyway. What is that? Whoa. That was weird. There we go. Yeah, why does this go up and down? There's probably something up there. I was about to say, otherwise it'd be weird the way it goes up and down like that. Yeah, there's got to be something up there. All right. Something to check on later on. This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way to the abyss. Moreover, you have come to Alan Shinra, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mutasafen. I am, at present, Hepsimir's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Xanther Vang was working on something similar in your Worldwound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. But it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Greetings, fellow scientists. May I ask, what is your specialty? What experiments do you undertake at work? And in your spare time, would you like to conduct a joint experiment with me? Piss off. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around Alan Shinra ambushing enemies. Mutasafen's voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. You need me to be what? Something to study, take apart, test. For the first time, you hear enthusiasm in the demon's voice. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring you much enjoyment. I'm afraid the demons you met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to Crusaders and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested, and I'm quite positive that if I get enough of your blood and tissue, I could create something new and unique from them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What uses could be found for such an unusual mortal? So are you going to attack me, or... Yes, let's get started, shall we? He turns around. Servants, you don't have to take the specimen alive. I just need the body. You still hasted? Nope. Boom-a-dum, boom-a-dum. Whoa. That's unfortunate. back over here. Excellent. That's more like it. Amelia, you were getting absolutely destroyed. A monstrous shadow appears somewhere at the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach and keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It is constantly shifting. One moment, it sounds young and melodious, and the next, it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite the different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusaders had taken over the Midnight Fane and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
I know that fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Deskari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. He is a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomedae. Be cautious.
The Echo of Deskari. I know who you are.
You come from the land of Iomedae's servants. And Iomedae's servants know me, for I have killed many of them.
What do you want from me?
It may surprise you, but nothing. You overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Fane have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
So, after being defeated in Kenabris, Dresden, and the Midnight Fane, you no longer think those places are significant. How convenient.
Look back across the history of the Crusades and remember how many times you have been defeated. A few scattered victories mean nothing. I was looking for Mutasafen. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
And why do you need Mutasafen?
Do I really need to answer that? Well, I suppose there's no harm. Mutasafen is clever enough to work with Nahindrian crystals, and he is a demon. We can finally stop using former mortals like Xanther and Areelu as servants. I had a task for him. It's unfortunate that you interfered with my plans, but that's all right. They will soon come to pass anyway.
The paths of evil can be a strange labyrinth. They are not always rational or straightforward. The Echo of Deskari himself could have been considered mortal. After all, the Demon Lord molded him from the souls of many mortal followers. Yet despite his origins, he still despises Xanther and Areelu.
What a shame. The demon you're looking for ran away from me in a panic.
I doubt Mutasafen even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods. He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
If you don't want to fight, you can go your way and I'll go mine.
Begone, and hope we do not meet again. You will still perish in the abyss, but death by my hand will be far, far more painful than any other possible demise you might suffer here.
Definitely a fan of his voice acting. The abyss is full of hideous creatures, but you may have just met one of the worst. The Echo of Deskari is an old enemy of mine. He is both vile and cunning. I wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. It seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. The angel falls silent, lost in thought. All right. If you wanted to see more about the Echo, play through the Angel Path. Oh, they prefer it when you go over and above. Well, you know what? It's not happening, so it is what it is.
This pain is excruciating.
It's excruciating.
Let me help.
Where'd I put it? Ah, here we go.
Patrizio Turino!
There we go. And then, anyone else other than him? Nope. He's the only one. That's not enough for a heal, though. What's this? Cure light wounds mass. There we go.
Patrizio Turino!
There we go. Okay. Now. Go down. Grab the chest. And looks like there's nothing crazy in there. Back up. Boom, boom. What's in this little side area here? Whoa. There's some. Oh. We can get to there from the other side. No worries about that. Shadow Demon. It's down over there. We can get later. Let's go to the shadowy door. Oh. Grim Mansion. Now, before this mansion was empty, and I've never understood if that's the way it's supposed to be. Let's see if it's still empty after the patch.
Over there.
You can trust me. I am helpful, am I not?
Looks like it. Nothing over there. Okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
Cloak of Resistance +5.
I do what I must.
That breathers go weird me out. I wonder if we're gonna get more of it once we replace all the living party members with dead ones. Okay, that's done. And going down there serves no purpose right now, so we'll go back over here and go out this way.
A trivial task.
The Fleshmarkets are one of the largest slave markets in the Abyss. Since the opening of the wound, it has been flooded with captives from Golarion. Awesome. And we'll go ahead and, you know what, no, we'll level up. And level 15. Well. What do I want from here? Do I already have... Oh, that's right. I decided to go ahead and get the spell of penetrations. Yeah, that's fine. I have heightened, maximize. I should probably pick up heightened now that I think about it. Well, we'll do a spell. Great spell penetration first. Oh, hey! Bonus feed. Heightened. Let's do it. Spells. I think at this point there's nothing I need, right? I have everything I require. Yep. Yeah, this isn't doing anything for me. Chain lightning is always nice. Alright. Here, you know, actually, Foresight is something I might use every so often. And we'll just get Clash of Rocks just because. You. What's going on with you? Feet. Where are we with your feet? Ooh, you don't have Piranha Strike yet. That's interesting. We got Outflank. We just got the criticals. Did you get dodge? You got dodge already. Oh, you've got sickening critical, but I like staggering critical. So actually, I'm good with getting Piranha Strike. Let's do that. You, what's going on with you? Do you have access yet to do you have, let's see. Oh, time for the meta magic, right? Yep, time for the meta magic. What did we already get? I don't remember which one this is. I can't tell by the symbol. There we go. Persistent and selective. At some point, I need to start going through your spells and figuring out which ones I want to use. Do we need any? We don't need bolster, but heighten actually might be useful. We'll take heighten. Oh wait, we have a. You also have a wizard feat right here. Is there anything else I need for you? I don't really think you need combat casting. We could, if I take allied spellcaster for you, the Lich could take that later on as well. +2 to spell penetration. You probably could use that. Yeah, why not? Why not? We don't really need feats anymore as it is. Yeah, I don't want to take quicken. I don't like that 4 level increase or even 3 level with the mythic talent. I prefer to just take sorcerer's reflex and then to use wands to quicken the spells. Ooh, scintillating pattern. Well. Okay, and we'll take shadow evocation. Okay, things to consider. You, I can't wait till I can get rid of you. Oh, you don't have power attack yet? Well, power attack it is. Oh, Delamere. Such a rock on my team. I appreciate you so much. I hate putting the number 13 on my skills. Gotta avoid that. I got snapshot? When did I get snapshot? Or did you just come with snapshot? That's probably what happened. Yeah, you came with snapshot. Okay. Do I want you to have snapshot? Sure, that's fine. But actually, there are other things I want to focus on. Critical focus, and then probably get Hammer the Gap. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And then you. What's your deal? Wow. Greater weapon focus. Sure. Make sure you can hit. You already suck enough as it is. Bonus combat feat. Well. Look at you going the extra mile. I could get crit focus, but you know what? I'm not sure how often you're even critting. So, I'm not going to go crazy with that. And bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks. Now, spell book. Oh, that's right. I got heroic evocation. So that means you probably need another. Whoa, no, I didn't mean to take 2 off. Oh, that's right. 2 is only 1 casting, but 1 casting is all I need, so not a big deal. Embrace of Death. Sure. I'm actually. What do I gotta. I need to go through this because I'm not actually a big fan of this spell, but I'm a big fan of this spell. So I should take it up there. Yeah, I should. And then that'll free me up to use more of these. I'll redo this at some point. I'm not in the mood right now. Yeah, there we go. Right, and then I can give him greater magic weapon. He's going to need all the buffs because I don't think any of the other undead party members I'm getting are going to have the buffs that I actually want, so. Lich is going to need to stab it up. A frightful aspect, most definitely. And then nothing. There's nothing here that I want for you. And persistent requires a 2-level increase. Selective requires 1 level. Hiding requires nothing. We'll figure out ways for these to go. It's fine. We'll work it out. Brothers, gonna work it out. What? Yeah, okay. You. Oh, yeah. Holy Aura. That's a big deal. Do we need 3, 6, 7? We need 7 casting of this. The sacred nimbus is the rest. Boom, boom, boom. That's fine. That's fine. You. What's the deal? Yeah, because you're gonna replace those sales, so you'll need to have those castings. I think that. Let's see. You. Yeah, you're gonna need all those castings, even when we're all undead. Give you a casting of prayer, though. Okay. And you can. Oh, I actually can see your full spell book. Okay. That'll do for that. And now let's go to the Fleshmarkets. Master Sozaxis is delighted to behold Lady Hepzibah and Lady Shamira. It is a great honor for him. How may he assist you? Hepzibah is looking to buy some slaves, the best slaves. It's for an important job.
Rock the bar collect.
Allow me to present this fine specimen, an extraordinary, belligerent, destructive, and vicious slave. He's killed 700s before his capture.
Shut your mouth, meatball.
Your breath stinks. I don't need gladiators or bodyguards. I'm looking for a pack of strong demons, ones who are not very bright and can obey orders.
Rocks burn.
In that case, perhaps my lady would be interested in this batch of creatures recently captured in the lower city. They are all strong and quite stupid. Hepzibah, what do you want with these puny creatures? They're small fry, fit only to be cannon fodder for the Crusaders. I would suggest... They seem fine to me. Finish the preparations, then send them to the harem of art and dreams. And be quick about it. Alright, Fleshmarkets. No, we can start with him. That's fine. Oh yeah, no. We're gonna go to him last. A lean old man with his back as stiff as a pikestaff cast a piercing look at you. His gray hair and luxurious sideburns grant him an imposing and significant demeanor. Greetings. I am Count Gristoff Rolano. I have the honor of serving as adventure captain of the Pathfinder Society, heading the branch of the society in Alan Shinra and its adjacent territories. If you need the services of Pathfinders, I can be of assistance. Casting a sharp look at you, Gristoff hands you a sealed letter. I admit your appearance here did not surprise me, because I recently received this letter. It is addressed to you, and I have held it in anticipation of your arrival. The letter appears in the rough but legible handwriting of a person who doesn't write often. Greetings, Commander. I am sorry to bother you with any requests when you are busy with a difficult and dangerous mission, but my situation is extremely serious. I have found the trail of the Spinner of Nightmares. Her agent in Nerosian fell into our hands and revealed during interrogation that the last known lair of the Spinner was in Alan Shinra, in a block called the 10,000 Delights. Knowing the habits of the Spinner of Nightmares, I'm inclined to believe that she used to live in the heart of a giant brothel. My poor Lorian might still languish in this horrible place. I'm begging you to look for her or any traces of the Spinner. What's in it? The tone of the venture captain is cold, like it's been just delivered from the crown of the world. I am not in the habit of reading letters addressed to others, and I have no idea why you would think otherwise. However, knowing venture captain Hilor, I would assume that it's about his persistent vendetta against a dangerous sorcerer called the Spinner of Nightmares. How did Hilor deliver this letter to you? Gristoff smiles with amusement. The Pathfinder Society has many agents across many different planes. They, along with a touch of magic, provide us with the most widespread and effective mail delivery service you can imagine. Take the letter. Handing you the letter, Gristoff offers a formal nod. My duty has been done. Tell me about yourself. I am a noble, a good Asmodean, and a Pathfinder who earned the honor of being sent with the most unwanted task to the most repulsive point in the world, and ready to provide you with a few good fighters. What else are you interested in? Who are you? The old man lifts his chin and carefully strokes his amazing sideburns. Gristoff Rolano of Long March, a hereditary count of Cheliax and venture captain of the Pathfinder Society at your service. The Pathfinder Society has long planned to open a branch in the Abyss. For obvious reasons, such an appointment didn't make anyone especially happy. However, as people of honor, we Pathfinders of my lodge couldn't let squeamishness stand in the way of duty. All of us volunteered for this mission, and then the Decemvirate chose me as the most suitable candidate. I can never pronounce that word properly. Decemvirate? I don't even know if I said it right just now. What? Why were you sent to the Abyss? The venture captain shrugs. To buy slaves, of course, or rather redeem slaves. The Pathfinder Society sent me to provide help to dwellers of Golarion who have been enslaved by demons. Every day, I go to the slave market with a bag of gold, and I return to our shelter with a crowd of poor folks whose freedom I managed to buy. Unfortunately, there are always too many slaves and too little gold. We send the ones we saved to Golarion. Some of them are opportunists and fighters who are unlucky enough to be imprisoned. They are grateful to the society and are ready to provide services to repay us for their rescue. When people who are looking for mercenaries contact me, my charges go to serve them, and the payment for their services fills our coffers for continued redemption of slaves. Evil. Ransoming slaves is stupid. You just make the demons stronger with your gold. I agree with you completely. We are literally sponsoring their raids. I suspect that a boycott forcing them to shoulder the cost of even a single generation of prisoners would be enough to put an end to the monstrous practice of slavery for a profit. In Cheliax, there are also slaves, but the slavery we have and the slavery in the Abyss are completely different things. We practice limited stripping of personal rights, but it's regulated by law. Here, they wreak sheer savagery, treating sentient beings as mere cattle. What's it like living in the Abyss? Gristoff scans the landscape slowly, with dignity, and then says demurely, abominable. The Abyss is a savage place where everything that can be designed in the wrong way is. Everything is clear. If you have any other questions, please contact me, Commander. I want to help the Society by providing funds. Even though the Lich thinks it's stupid, he is loyal to the Crusade, loyal to the cause. This is what they decided to do. They're going to be doing it for the foreseeable future. Might as well help to make sure they can do it as effectively as possible. The Society has fixed charity rates, preventing corruption. I personally find this practice very wise. A donation for the prisoners of the Abyss is 50,000 gold coins. The price is high, but if it will give freedom to the unfortunate, so be it. Base profit is not worth more than a life. Good. Give Gristoff Rolano 50,000 gold coins. Handle this gold wisely. The Count respectfully takes the money from your hands. The Pathfinder Society is grateful for your help, Commander. The unfortunate folk enslaved by demons will glorify your name throughout the Abyss. I have to go. Have a good day, Commander. Awesome. Let's go this way. Wait. Oh, that's gonna be
I heed the voice of the spirits.
A stern-looking demon stands before you, bristling with what seems an arsenal of weapons, and his copious scars suggest he's been hacked to pieces more than once. His face is hidden under a grotesque obsidian mask attached to his flesh by thin straps ending in hooks. The hooks are threaded into the skin, and the wounds bleed profusely as if inflicted mere moments ago. The mask resembles a sinister black mollusk enveloping the face of its victim. When he speaks, the slaver's voice is muffled.
Greetings, strangers. I am Worldwound, legend of the Battle Bliss. Are you looking to buy some battle slaves, or do you need weapons for yourself and your servants?
Your nostrils catch a faint whiff of death. It's not ordinary decay, but rather something more subtle and ephemeral. The smell of oblivion from this slaver is much more pungent than that emanating from the vendors around him, or even from the professional killers who take lives to entertain the public. The young cleric resolutely stares into the slaver's eyes. My brother Trevor was abducted by a demon in a black mask. Was that you? Worldwound sniffs the air. Well, well.
That face, that scent. Yes, I remember him. He was a strong fighter, a dangerous one. I made good money when I sold him.
Where is he now? To whom did you sell him? Answer me, you monster!
Don't be so rude, young mortal. Unless you want to meet your death sooner than you expected. I have only one buyer, the Battle Bliss. Do you want to know what became of him? Find out at the arena.
In the arena? So Saya looks at you stricken. So these beasts made him... Oh, Shellin, what cruel mockery. But he is still alive, and that is all that matters. We can't waste time. We must get him out of there before it's too late. Show me the weapons you're selling.
My gladiators come from a range of planes and are accustomed to fighting in different styles, so I have quite a wide selection. I am positive you will find something that fits your hand, no matter how many hands nature gave you.
The slaver chuckles, pleased with his own joke.
The items I have here are the best examples of Nahindrian weapons and armors.
Why do you keep calling them Nahindrian?
Rumors have been going around about some magical Nahindrian crystals that grant immense power to their owners. No one knows for certain where they come from or what they really are, but everyone desires them. Alan Shinra has become obsessed with all things Nahindrian. That's why everyone in Alan Shinra calls top quality goods Nahindrian now.
Show me what you've got. I don't remember if they have anything that I would be interested in. This +4 half plate grants is where a +5 bonus on reflex saving throws. What are you wearing? You are wearing a +3. This is +4, but it's not mithril. And it doesn't, it gives more reflex, but that's about it. +4, add a +10 bonus on mobility checks. What are you wearing? This is an upgrade for you. We'll take that. Light shield. You're not wearing a light shield. Shorts. Oh, you are. You do have a, hey, +5 rapier. We'll take that. Belt of Bloodlust. This belt grants its wearer +4 to dexterity and strength. We'll take that. Display of power. Is that +6 strength? We'll take that. Sickle, short sword. Leeching. Longbow of leeching. You have Deadeye, which is +4. This is a +5. Take that. Promise of Greatness, medium. What's this? Promise of greater 10. First spell cast in any combat, encouraging. Any morale bonus granted by an encouraging spell is increased by 1. Interesting. No, thank you. Headbutter's Helm. Whenever the wearer of this helm successfully charges an enemy, they must pass a reflex saving throw or suffer a -2 penalty. I don't use charge all that often. Oh, hey, this is a 2-bladed sword. That's nice. And we do not have a pet, so that's irrelevant. Oh, and we can buy a coin. A gold coin from Alan Sherman's Fleshmarkets. The marks engraved on this coin depict another coin. This will allow us to be able to travel to and from. Excellent. And we're going to do bulk selling. And what's this? Banshee's Heart. I can't remember. You're still using Marching Glaive? Holy smokes. Okay, yeah, it's time to get that up out of here. Unfortunately, most of the things I have, I think I want to keep. So, we don't have much more to offer you, but thank you so much for your upgrade. Alright, and with that, I think that is enough for one day. Hope all of you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave me a like down below, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.